Hi guys, welcome back to the Erin Blackwell Show. I am so excited about today's guest, Katie Bradshaw of KB Digital Designs out of Denver. She is an amazing photographer. She did some headshots for me a while back. I've shot her and her mom. She's absolutely awesome. Welcome, Katie. I'm so excited to have you here.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So, okay, I said you're a photographer, but tell me a little bit about what you do because I've kind of we kind of started at the same time. So about 10 years. And so I've kind of watched you transform. So tell me now what you shoot and kind of what you used to shoot.
Okay, so I did weddings and portraits for my entire career for all of those 10 years. And then 2020 happened, and now I basically just do boudoir photos.
And you are crushing it. I mean, I cannot even with your pictures. They are hot, ladies.
Thank you so much.
But you're also really good at branding. Are you still doing any of that?
Not a whole lot. I did actually have a phone call today with a gal that was wanting to do something in the studio, and I guess she does like meditation and stuff, and she has her own book coming out. So for fun, creative things like that, I might kind of trickle them in. And yeah, she wants to the studio and bring like Tibetan singing bowls. And I was like,
wow,
that actually sounds fun. So, but I'm definitely trying to focus mostly on boudoir. And then I'm still doing like some mini sessions for families here and there.
You're so good at that too. Well, I think that's funny. I really do feel like 2020 was like, as much as it sucked, it was really eye opening because I kind of went the opposite way and I closed down beauty and boudoir, and now I'm just doing headshots and branding. So it was a good like clearing year.
Yeah. I needed to slow down because being an entrepreneur, we just hustle, and I never listened to what made me happy, to be honest. I just worked that off. And I was like, oh, weddings aren't fun, like at all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they're so hard. Well, I'm happy for you because you really are so talented.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about you and your family. I mean, I met your mom, so I know her. She's awesome. But tell me about everybody else.
So I live with my boyfriend. We've been together 2 years. And then we have 2 large mastiffs. So they're definitely family members. Yeah, Mozzie is 106 pounds. Bella is 85 pounds. So we have 2 toddler minded, but teenager sized dogs in the house. So, so yeah, full house. And then, yeah, you met my mom. So here's actually the pictures are on the wall behind me. Yeah, best friend. She's my business partner too with certain things. And then my dad's around too. He's just my dad. He's just a dad.
I love it. Having your parents close is definitely a plus for sure. I never lived more than like 15 minutes from my parents.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit more about the mission behind your business now that you've transitioned. And I just love following your account because you're just so like real and raw with what you post in your stories, but it's like so inspiring. And I just feel like you really truly empower women in such a real way. So kind of tell me about that. Tell me about how you get emotional on your stories. You guys got to go watch your stories because I love it. And I'm like, yes, I'm always like, yes, Katie.
It all has just like evolved, which is crazy. I mean, nothing, and I'm doing what I love now. Like I didn't love shooting weddings at all. And so now that I love boudoir so much, it's just like coming out of me in all of the ways. So it's cool hearing that from you because I feel like I've really been focusing on that account for like the last year or so. And I just started that boudoir account maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It hasn't been around, the entire time of Instagram or as long as my other one. But yeah, I get really hyped up after a session. And I mean, even some of the DMs I get from random girls kind of inspire some of my captions and things that I talk about and stuff. So I just love making women feel good. First of all, I mean, that's why I'm doing that specific kind of photography. And then just kind of shedding light on all of the things that we deal with as women all the time.
Yes. So good. I mean, I know both of us can speak from experience. Like not only have we both shot boudoir, but we've also had our own shoots done. And it's so transformational and just, I don't know, it's almost like counterintuitive to me because you feel like so nervous going into it and you're like, this is going to suck. But always you walk out of it and you're like, I feel so good.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It's the best feeling.
It is. It's seriously awesome. Well, I actually forgot that you haven't had that account that long, which is so cool because that really leads into my next question. Because I feel like your branding is so on point, always has been for all your different niches that you've shot. Tell me about it. Did you do it yourself? Did you hire it out? Did you invest in that? Like, how did that evolve?
So I've done everything myself. There were years with my wedding business that I had like a graphic designer, kind of tweaked. I've always had my KB. My KB has always been my logo. And it's definitely evolved since I started doing the boudoir stuff. Cause it just used to be, I had a lot of teal. I mean, I was going to say The Office, there's teal everywhere. So this is part of what needs to be redone. Yeah. So it definitely evolved and it's more, grown up, I guess. Yeah, I got rid of the teal and then the KB was kind of juvenile. So now it's like very strong capital letters. I use a lot of black in everything. I love black. I'm actually surprised I'm not wearing a black shirt or a hoodie. And then the website, I actually I just used to make everything so complicated as we do as entrepreneurs and business owners. So I hired someone and then I used to have things way too complicated. And so I feel like I kind of simplified everything. So again, it's great hearing that you love my branding because I feel like I really just simplified everything, but I guess it's working. So lots of black, clean lines. Trying to think of other things that I do with my business. I have my cute little sign that I have girls pose with when they go for a shoot. So I love doing that. I call everyone babe. That's been kind of a signature thing when I talk about them and talk about my KB babes.
Yes.
So it's all kind of just evolved and has grown and continued.
I would say it's so luxurious now. Like,
yes,
not that it wasn't like great before, but now I can tell you really like upped the luxury. It's so like swanky, and even your can we talk about your studio?
I was going to say I didn't even talk about the studio. Yes,
I'm so obsessed. So, and I've seen you again over the years with no studio, renting other people's studios like I used to do, and so now you have your own space. It is unlike any studio I have ever seen, and it is like really to me it's like the epitome of luxury. Like it just looks amazing. But tell us about it.
So that's in my basement, which is really cool. I have a walkout basement, so there's a bunch of windows and I'm able to shoot down there. I used to just shoot in the guest bedrooms before and it was light and bright like this. So yeah, my style completely changed once I was like, I'm exclusively shooting boudoir, finished the basement. And yeah, that was another thing that all just kind of came together. And I love and so there's signature things about it too. Like my black wall is very signature KB, the floors, the metallic epoxy, yeah, the swirls and everything. That's very signature for my studio. The chandelier. I mean, yeah, it is very luxury and it all came together. I definitely wanted it to feel like this high end,
yes,
amazing. And then even things that I incorporate, like girls get little slippers when they come. The fitting room, the dressing room is really cute. I hang up their outfits. So it's like this whole experience. And it's almost like you're at this top of the line boutique or something plus hotel. So
yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, I've never been there personally, but just from your stories, I'm like, this looks amazing. You guys have to go because us describing it really doesn't do it justice. You have to go to Katie's site. Yes. Floor alone, like I was drooling when I saw that floor. Absolutely gorgeous. And I really love that you didn't do what everybody else is doing. It's like you really did put your signature stamp on it with those things. And now you're like, your work is so like dark and moody and like mysterious and like sexy. I just love it. I can't say enough about it.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now that you're such a like amazing, crushing it at boudoir, found your niche, who are you really looking up to in like the photo/business world that really like inspires you and gets you like excited?
So I do follow a ton of boudoir accounts, tons of them. I do love Cara Marie. I don't know if you've heard of her in Austin, even though I feel like she's kind of retiring now that she moved to Lake Como. I mean, she's living my dream. But I think I found her and I just loved how everything about hers was different. Like she only does black and white, her studio. I forget how I stumbled across her, but she definitely stuck out the most to me. Oh, and how she always wears black. I just saw how much she loved certain things and did it, where I always felt like I need to wear more color, or I need to do this. Like she just embraced herself. And I'm turning 30 this year, so I think there's a lot of those things where I'm like, okay, who cares what other people think? All the things that happen when you turn 30.
When you get old.
Yeah. You're just like, you don't care. You're comfortable with yourself, all of those great things. So it's definitely happening with all of the changes and stuff. But yeah, love Cara Marie. I also love Michael Sasser. I know he's a guy, but Michael Sasser,
oh my gosh, yes.
And he actually has photographed me. I feel like he's big and famous now. I was one of his like first boudoir sessions. He reached out to me to do like a free shoot, as long as I purchased a product. It was when he was in Denver at his house. Yeah. So I have.
Wait, do you know that Michael came to my loft in my house to train on how to shoot boudoir?
No.
Such a small world.
And now he's like big and famous. Everyone, yeah.
Hey, and I met him through Mario Masidi, who did my headshots back in Denver, and they were like really close and did a lot of stuff together. That is too funny.
So Michael actually did my wedding video. That's like how I met him. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then he's like, I'm going to do boudoir now. So yeah, he did a shoot for me.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, he's awesome. I love how quickly he's grown, and his style. And he's very much like, this is what I'm shooting. Yeah.
Very true to himself. And same with Cara Marie for sure. I mean, he is. Isn't it funny though? I'm sure you'll see this more and more now. It's like the second we stop trying so hard is like when the things that we really have been longing for start coming to us. It's like we finally just surrender and say, I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to do what I feel is right. And that's when those like amazing clients start coming, because you're attracting, the right person.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So
yeah. And then I try not to follow. I mean, like I said, I do follow a ton of photographers, but I try not to scroll too long. I just don't. I don't want to do what you're doing. I'm trying to like find my own inspiration and not just find it on Instagram. So I try not to.
I just feel like even subconsciously, like that stuff just leaks in, and then you're like, oh, I have a great idea, and then you're like, wait a minute, someone else did that first.
Yep. Yeah. Even captions is weird. Like words can get in your head. I mean, I've even seen people who follow me almost like regurgitate similar things as me. And I don't think they're doing it intentionally. It's just you read it, or you're stalking someone so much in a good way, and it gets in.
Stalking in a good way. Yep. That's so true. Well, okay. So I want to ask you a couple questions about like baby business, Katie. So like what if you could go back in time to yourself when you're just starting out, what would you tell yourself to do differently, or maybe not do at all, or maybe do more of?
Charge my worth for sure. Charge my worth, which I think would help with so many other things. Not overbooking myself, not working all the time. Yeah, I definitely worked way too much and it took me a while to grow financially because I kind of was like stuck in certain prices.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it totally changes the type of clientele you're working with too.
Oh yeah.
Just feel like when you're at that like low mid range, you just get people that want you to bend over backwards for not saying like that you wouldn't provide great service, but like people that want to take advantage of you basically is what I mean.
Yeah. Or they don't even fully value everything. They just want more and more, or this isn't good enough, where when you charge what you're worth, you're getting people that are like, I want to pay you. This is, they let you do it.
I'm so glad you said that. They want to pay you. It's like, me, I'm always talking about charging your worth. And that's like the number one difference I think I saw when I like quadrupled my prices pretty much overnight is like, these people want to give you money. It's not like, here's, you know what I mean? Here's my card. It's like, yes, I want it all.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's such a mind thing. It's such a mind shift.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Awesome. Yeah.
What do you think are some of the most important characteristics for a business person to have? Because we wear all the hats. So what do you think are the most important?
It's all the things that end up making you overwork and all the things I said not to do. But yeah, I mean, you have to be a hard worker, determined, excited. You need to love what you do. And that's like kind of what I learned when I was doing boudoir. Like, it's crazy how it just blew up, but it's because I'm doing what I love and people can see that. So, but definitely being a hard worker. I mean, it's way more work than I think people think it is, especially for photography. I think photography comes across as really fun and all we do is take pictures, but there's a whole back end. I mean, I made that little reel about all the hats that I wear.
Yes, that was so cute.
Yeah, like, we're our own therapists. We
for sure
are our own planners. We do our own, we got to keep track of all of our receipts. Like there's so much that goes into it. So definitely have to be a hard worker and determined are probably the top ones.
Yes, I agree with that. What would you say a typical day looks like for you? I know it might be a little different now because you've got a bunch of puppies running around, but when you don't.
Yeah, I'm like, do I want to start with that? I mean, it's been rough starting my mornings with the puppies. So I was actually starting the beginning of the year. I was like, I need to meditate and do my gratitude journal every morning because it's a little rough there. It's kind of different. I'm trying to stick with 2 boudoir shoots a week.
Okay.
What's kind of nice about the boudoir shoots, I had never done the reveal sessions. I was always a share photographer, so I've completely changed my entire business model, which that was a whole scary learning curve. So what's actually really nice about that is I edit the photos the same day, so I don't even have homework, where before I would have 4 weddings in a month and 20 shoots or something insane when I was cheap and working all the time. So I always had a laundry list of all the shoots that I had to edit, and I just feel like I was stuck staring at my computer, and definitely overworking myself for the last 10 years. I'm definitely I enjoyed 2020. I enjoyed quarantine. So I don't work every day at all, which honestly I'm enjoying right now.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll check my emails. If I have some behind the scenes stuff to do, I'll do that. I have a gym down the street that I try and go to every now and then. And I know you asked me what I do in a day, but I feel it's more like, this is what I do in a week. So like 2 shoots a week. I try and book around Devin's schedule too, because he works like 4 on, 5 off, 5 on, 4 off. So I try and book while he's working and then keep that time off while he's off. So I'll have like 4 days where we just kind of do whatever we want, which is nice.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Yeah, but I've been quiet right now because the puppies. It all worked out with scheduling and then me obviously knowing when Bella was going to have her puppies. So I kept these months quiet. But March I have 8 shoots, so about 2 a week. So I'll be busy and back in the swing of things and probably on my stories crying and all inspirational because it's been dead.
With you. That's so awesome. Tell me 3 beauty products that you can't live without.
I hope my eyelashes count.
Yeah, your eyelashes are amazing.
Yeah, so I do eyelash extensions every 2 weeks. I love those. So if that counts, I'm like, I don't know where she buys them or what they're called, but they're a lifesaver. I love Sanitas, the skincare line for like washing the face and everything. They have good lotion too. And dang it, I was thinking this morning in the shower, what was my favorite? I don't know. I love like hair care products.
Hair care? Okay, I was gonna say, what do you bring when you travel? Like if you forgot it, you would be mad.
Probably like the good face wash. I feel like I have to have like a decent face wash on vacation. Oh, dry shampoo. Duh.
Oh, duh.
Yeah. Traveling, dry shampoo. Yes. Dry shampoo.
It was too obvious. We missed it.
Yeah. I put a hat on today, so I didn't have to do it. So
dry shampoo is like, wait, but which one do you like?
Honestly, the Not Your Mother's dry shampoo.
Okay.
It's $6.
I've heard such good things about that.
It's good. It's cheap. What's that new? What is that new? Young Living's the essential oils, right?
Yeah, but they have beauty products.
Do they? I feel like there's some living in there. But it's expensive. It's one of those like $20 cans, so I kind of only get it every now and then. Yeah, so especially not to use it. Yeah, Yeah, the not your mother's is good.
I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah.
Awesome. My last question for you is, where can we find you and your products? And wait, tell us a little bit about your products, because you have an amazing course on how to use your digital camera, and I want to make sure people hear about it. So tell me about that and where to find you in general.
So my business is KB Digital Designs, and that's probably a good hub to start at because I do have all these other Instagrams, but that's my main one. No under, it's all one word, no spaces or anything.
Yeah. And we'll link it too. We'll link it in the post.
Perfect. And then my main website just goes to Boudoir right now, which is just kbdigitaldesigns.com. My boudoir one is KB Digital Designs Boudoir. And then I have a KB Photography Education, and same thing, just .com for the website.
Okay.
And on there is where you can find the Master Your Camera class.
Yes. Oh my God. I've had so many people ask me over the years, like, can you teach me? And I'm like, no, because I barely taught myself. So
yeah, you just like learned and went with it. So
yeah, but that is such a great course, not only for any of you guys that might want to learn, but like a gift for anybody's life, because Katie does it in such a way that's like easy to understand, easy to digest. I wish I would have had it, honestly, because I was just like searching different, YouTube blogs, whatever I could get my hands on, 12 years ago. But yeah, definitely check that out too. We will link everything below so that you can find Katie and her amazingness. And thank you so much for being on. This was so fun.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
Bye.